Good evening, everybody. DJ Styles. Can you guess what we're going to talk about? Yeah, that's right. My NightCreeper 1978. Sorry, NightCreeper 1978. Anyway, I want to talk about uh, what makes this mask look so creepy and my thoughts on it. Pretty much the secret, I think, well, your eye holes have to be right. They have to be slightly slanted, all right? And your eyebrows are pretty much what gives you attitude. Your eyebrows, if they're not in the right position, if they're a little too high up and rolling down, you'll see what I'm saying in a second here. See, this is a mask that was made by Ezra, a knife wielder mask from 2001 that I bought from him. And you see how that eyebrow goes uphill and it's just kind of a little too wide. And then this one here is downhill a little bit, but then it rolls up. That I've seen that a lot on a lot of masks, and I've always thought that that's not Michael Myers to me. It is and it isn't. I do like that mask. Don't get me wrong. I like my knife wielder, and I think Ezra did a great job on this. As far as the features and everything are there. But over time, the hair started coming out. I had to get the hair out. And what I was trying to do is, you see how I have duct tape on the inside of the mask, and I'm actually going to fill that in with some latex and try to recarve out the eye holes, because I never did like the positioning of the eye cuts on that mask. So there was some things I didn't like about the mask, and there were some things that I thought I could fix, But anyway, to move on, so if you look at the eyebrows there and look at these eyebrows. Now, I'm going to show you another little thing. Positioning of the eyebrows that gives it that little bit of attitude look. All right. Now, you're not going to believe how much of a difference it is just by changing the angle of the camera. Bang. Now it looks mean. All right. Now if I go down underneath, doesn't look like any attitude at all. It just looks like a I don't know, what would you call that? Non-descriptive. But anyway, what's weird about this sculpture and mask when it's made is that the lighting is different. Just everything makes such a big difference in the way this mask will look, just by changing the angle of how you're looking at it. The lighting on it is real important. There's just so much. And I do think that the eyebrows are the biggest secret to the whole thing. The eyebrows and the eyes itself. You have to have them right to really have anything even close to looking like the real Myers mask. Well, this is my rendition of what I think Michael Myers looked like in the original movie. And majority of this I did from memory. I didn't really look at a lot of pictures. I had this sculpture for shape to get the head right. I used Ezra's for just kind of to give me the shape of the head, but I even changed that a little bit because I always thought that the head was always egg shaped. And that's just a little bit more square. And mine's not quite as square. But yeah, the shape's right. And I'm going to shout out to my man, Nick Nalpagiano. If I'm saying it wrong, correct me. I got to hear the way your name's pronounced. I'm going to have to I need you to actually say it so I can figure out how it's pronounced. Anyway, he's over at handyboy.com, and it's spelled HANDIBOY.com. He just produced a mask that's, oh my God, it's amazing. It's a rendition of the Halloween 4 and 5. And why I bring this up is because somebody had posted on one of my, I put the picture out. It was either a picture or I put a video of this out, and they looked at it and said, "Wow, this looks a lot like the Halloween 4/5 poster art, not the actual mask. The mask they used in the movie was very disappointing, but we all thought by the poster art that we were going to see this kind of, that mask, and they never, not even close." So somebody had made a comment about how this looked a lot like the Halloween 4 and 5 and cover art. And it's ironic, is I was working on this for the last 2.5 months, and I guess Nick over at Handy Boy was also working on his sculpture at some point, but nobody knew about it because it was he kept it a secret, and he must have seen mine and went, "Oh my God," you know what I mean? Because they do look a little alike, not a lot, a little alike. And I think I'm going to say the eyebrows and the eye holes, they look a little bit alike. The attitude, let's just say the attitude, because that's how Nick actually said it, was attitude. And I've always felt that way anyway. I've always went mostly from memory of this face. But never really had the shape of the head down. I always remembered that face, though. But anyway, to get back at it, so Nick sent me a couple pictures before he released it. He says, "Don't show nobody." I said, "Okay, no problem. I won't do that." So he sent me pictures of his mask, and I went, "Oh my God, okay." He's producing the actual poster art Michael Myers from Halloween 4 and 5, or one or the other, or both. I think they were the exact same mask that they used both covers and for that movie, both those movies. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, I think maybe that's probably why he kind of like, oh man, I can imagine. And I think it was right after somebody had made a comment how mine looked like that Halloween 4 or 5. And I'm kind of like, well, that's not really what I was aiming for. That's not what I was aiming for. I'm actually aiming for the Halloween 1978. And I wanted the elongated chin. That's why I made the chin a little bit longer here. A little bit, just elongated. It's longer. You can't really pick up the perfection. You're not really seeing... The video doesn't do this justice. You look at the pictures that I shared on Facebook and stuff, the black and white ones. That actually gives you a better look at how it's really shaped. They're really spot on, those pictures. I have an iPhone 11, and I used portrait, and it really hit it out of the park. The video just feels like, if I move it just a slight bit, it almost looks like it zooms in on the face and stretches it out. It doesn't look identical to what the sculpture actually looks like. Anyway, so with that being said, yeah, so Nick over at handyboy.com. You want to check him out, handiboy.com. He has a mask there that's just absolutely amazing. It's called 13. I think he's calling the mask 13. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, man, I want it. But I can't. It's funny. It's just like he said, he makes his own mask. Why do you want to buy somebody else's, right? Well, I want it because I actually like the mask, so I may end up purchasing that mask from him. But either way, I wanted to let you know my thoughts on the whole thing, and this is what I've been actually critiquing this. There's still some things I want to fix. I'm going to fix these creases above the nose, and I got a little imperfection. There's a little dent there that I didn't see until I got into a certain light, and there's a little imperfection there that I got to smooth out. And there's just some things that I want to do to it yet that's still not quite done yet. But they're little tiny things, and you'll see it when it's finished. I'm not going to keep doing video on this sculpture until I move on to the next phase of making the mold and seeing how a mask turns out of the sculpture itself. And But this is it. This is what I've been working on, and I'm gonna critique. I'm gonna keep like little 5 minutes of work here, 5 minutes until I get it where I feel really like I can't touch it now. You know, when I get to that point, then it's time to make a mold. But I'm actually kind of stuck because I live in a cold region and I really can't get the. I have to make the mold out of plaster, and that has to be done inside, and I don't want to make that kind of mess, so I'm going to wait till spring. And I can't get a hold of latex right now anyway because they're not going to ship it up here to the north because there's a chance if it freezes inside of a truck, that'll be the end of the latex. Latex does not hold up well in freezing temperatures. So with that being said, I'm just going to wait till spring until we're out of threat of freezing weather, and then I'll start making the mold to this, and then I'm going to start sculpting the 2018 into this. And I'm going to make Halloween 1 original 1978 and Halloween 2 original 1981 out of this mask. And then I'm going to I'll also produce the 2018 H40, but I'm going to do it from this sculpture. You know, there'll be a little damage when I pull this out of the stone, but not much. It's not going to hurt it too bad. And then what I'll do is I'll doctor it up, fix it up to make it look right, and age it the way it looked in 2018. And I'm not trying to copy the original 2018 to perfection. I want it to be my own version of the 2018 of how it should look, because I figured if this is going to be my 1978, then the 2018's got to look like an aged NightCreeper 1978. So that's how I'm going forward with this. Everything's going to be done from this sculpture. But once I perfect it, I have got to perfect it. So once it's perfected, I will make all my sculpts, all my Michael Myers mask from this sculpture. And then I'm moving on to other things after this. I'm going to probably get into monster making. I want to do werewolves. I want to do zombies. I want to do, I don't know, just different things. I want to do original stuff too. I don't want to do just, monsters. I want to do monsters. So, but let me know what you think, folks. I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep this about 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes. Yes. You guys have a wonderful and happy New Year too, by the way, to you out there. Happy New Year. And this is my rendition of the 1978 Michael Myers. What do you think? I'm happy with it. I actually am. I'm not quite perfectly happy yet, but I'll get there. I'm real close to finished here. It will be a nice sculpt when it's really finished. Everything will be done. Oh yeah. He's looking good. Look, see what I did to see the little puncture wound from the needle. I made it look cracky. I think it's got some cracks in it a little bit. Might have to put a little ring around it too with clay, but then again, I'm copying somebody else's work because somebody else did that, and I really don't want to do that. As a matter of fact, I think I've seen it on Nick's mask. I don't want to duplicate anything he's doing. I want to make sure that his mask is his own. People will buy it because they love that mask, and people will buy my mask because they love this mask. That's just the way it'll be. And I know one thing. I may even purchase that mask he made. I really do love it. I do. I'm not jiving anybody here. I'm not no bull. That is a really nice mask he did. I really love it. I actually like his other mask too. He's got a ton of. He's done a lot of masks over the years, and he's done quite a few of them. So, and I really like his work. Really do. If I didn't respect the man, I tell you right now, I would have never got his videos. I never would have followed him, and I wouldn't be talking about him here on this video. He's a great artist, and I really love his work. And yeah, you got to go see his work over at handyboy.com. HANDIBOY, all one word, .com. Go visit his website. Check him out. Nick Nelpagiano. I think it's Nelpagiano. It's either G or the G either has a G or a G. So it's Pagiano. No, it's P-U. He's P. No, it's Mal. M-U. Malpagiano. Malpagiano or Malpagiano. But I'll let Nick correct me one of these days. I'll have to get on the phone with him. So, Nick, if you see this video, I apologize if I'm stepping all over your name, but it's all good. It's all good, brother. I love your work, and I'm definitely shouting out to people and make sure that they go check out that mask that you produced. It's handyboy.com with an I, and you want to definitely look up his rendition of Halloween 5, and I think the mask is actually called 13, just the number 13. So check it out. Peace, everybody. Happy New Year, in case I didn't say it, but Happy New Year, and hopefully everybody has a wonderful, profitable New Year. Bye.